Alright everyone, welcome back. We are on Highway 77 South. You'll notice here this sign says Nebraska City, Highway 2. However, this is not the Highway 2 that you know if you've moved away from Lincoln for a while. The Highway 2 that you remember is now called Nebraska Parkway. And Highway 2 is now a bypass that we're coming up to as we head south on Highway 77 here. We're on our way to Bennett, so we will end up taking these exit lanes here. But yeah, it doesn't even feel like Lincoln with all these twisty, turny, roadways here. They've made it complicated. But this is basically the start of the new Highway 2, and the idea was to relieve congestion on the old Highway 2 and get rid of truck traffic, put it down here. And just trivia for you, I have a textbook on, it's called Systems Thinking, and there's a model in there. They talk about how cities and municipalities build byways and highways and everything. The goal is always, of course, to relieve horrendous traffic. But what happens is, all it does is it makes, these remote parts of, the outlying rural areas easy, to get to all of a sudden. And so then it just spurs new development, and, there's a delay, and in 10 to 15 years, you actually have more traffic than you started with. So yeah, there's all sorts of weird feedback loops in life where you think you're doing one thing and you just create a whole new problem. And that's just sad trivia for you. Systems thinking, look it up. Russ Ackoff, Ackoff. Super cool old dude, and it would be worth your time to give him a listen. Anyhow, here we are. So yeah, you can see this is just desolate. There's nothing out here. I mean, it looks like Highway 2 after you get east of Lincoln, like between Lincoln and Nebraska City, where it's just, rural and farms and whatnot. But yeah, this is all new. This did not exist. This is the Southern Beltway. I don't know if you've heard of that or not, but it took them probably, a decade to get it approved, and then another, half a decade at least to actually make it a reality. Having to use like the eminent domain and cut through people's farmland and all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty nifty. Last time we came out here, we got from our house up in the Air Park neighborhood, basically to the South Lincoln Walmart. So catty corner, other side of town. I would say in like 10 minutes. So pretty cool. But again, as I said, eventually it'll be businesses and housing developments out each side. There's an exit for Hickman up here, and whatnot. I think Firth is maybe not Firth, but kind of cool. Yeah, here's our Hickman exit. And we're fogging up. Yep, just turn that guy on. That's perfect. Okay. Kind of boring, and sorry for the crappy commentary. In fact, that's just my default. Sorry about that. And, again, yeah, doctor said I dodged a bullet. I don't know if I shared that on my last video. He just said it was wild that my rotator cuff, just imagine a rotator cuff is a noodle of a muscle that hooks to your upper shoulder and then attaches to your upper arm bone, the humerus, and you have several of those, so you can articulate your arm all the way around. So no bone surgery, shall we say, but I might need rotator cuff surgery in like 3 months. Right now, it's impossible to tell if I actually tore it or if it's injured. So, just gonna take it easy. funny living with one arm. Not fun. I'm glad I have a desk job. He gave me the okay to pivot the arm out for the keyboard. So I guess one less hassle. But yeah, the key is to just not move that thing so that again, that noodle of a muscle, the rotator cuff, is attached to basically a little chunk of bone on the end of it, where it attaches to my humerus, and that is actually where the fracture is. So the force that I fell with, basically just that noodle was hanging on, supposed to be strong, and just pulled a little bit of bone right off. And when they reset the joint, it's right back where it used to be. And yeah, now we're just waiting for the bone to fuse back to where it used to be, and hoping and praying everything just looks good in the next few weeks. All right, we are making serious progress here. End of road work out to 120th Street. So as you can tell, we have not been. We started at Highway 77. That's the far western edge of Lincoln, and now we're already 120 blocks. We're on the east side of town, very southeast side. And last time we came through here, we actually struggled a little bit to figure out where we were. I think this just kind of turns into old Highway 2, but if you want to divert and head to that like South Lincoln Walmart or whatever, it was tricky. A lot of new stuff connects to this as well, so you just kind of have to do your best. So, and there you go. That's Nebraska Parkway. You see that? I'm going to see the sign in a second. There it is. No, that is the original Highway 2. So this is where we got off last time. And yeah, very tricky. You kind of take the exit and go left, and when you go left, that roadway there kind of turns into Highway 2, even though it's one lane, especially off that direction. But tricky, and super convenient for now. And I'm gonna just keep it rolling since it's so exciting. And actually, I think we're almost to Bennett, because you probably can't see in the video, but there's a blue water tower just to our east, and that is very near where Jenny's sister lives. They are to the north of Bennett, kind of out in the country. Yeah, okay. Now it's starting to look familiar. This is Highway 2 now, for sure. Old Highway 2. Yep, and there's this little frontage road along Highway 2 here, just as before you get to Bennett. Now, kind of where we're at now. Kind of cool. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
What are you guys doing tonight?
We're going to Piper and Tucker's.
Yep, heading over to our cousins, Piper and Tucker's, to see everybody. We're celebrating Mom.
Every single buddy says it's Piper and Tucker's. Everybody in this house.
Yep.
It's like, we're going to Piper and Tucker's. It's always just Piper and Tucker's.
Yep. Pretty fun. So of course we got the new truckster out. We've had it in the garage all winter, trying to preserve what's going on. Want to keep the rust off of it if possible. And hopefully minivan is still doing good for ground control, our old truckster. But yeah, this thing has all the wacky, everything's electronic. I don't even know how to properly operate this heating and cooling thing. It's like thermostat driven, which of course is not rocket science, but there's too many options. They need to give like 2 options. But I think we just hit automatic or something. Oh yeah, and we got it on the economy mode, which the rental we got to go up to Liz's wedding had that as well. It's weird, it like adjusts the transmission, and like when it's not turned on and you let off the gas, I can feel it like downshifting and slowing me down. Whereas when that button is pushed, it kind of keeps you coasting and doesn't, resist. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, it's supposed to give you some more gas mileage, which makes sense. Yeah, if you can take advantage of the momentum that you already have. All right, at the Bennett exit, at the Casey's here. Shout out to my sister, who used to live in Bennett. And, but, she's now down in Palmyra, which is the next exit down. I'm gonna lean back so Mom can see. She's the designated driver. I'm so used to driving, it's kind of weird. Anyhow, I won't record all the way to where we're going, just in case somebody doesn't want to be on TV. But you guys can just see maybe a little. Maybe on the big screen you can kind of tell. So many new houses and whatnot popping up out here. A lot of people willing to make that drive into town. And of course I am jealous of all these McMansions and the big shops and whatnot. But man, even if I had the moolah, I could not do the tax payments. I just cringe. Even if you're making $1 million a year and you're paying $30,000 a year in taxes or whatever, actually we won't even get on the topic, but just the opportunity cost. You could put that money over a few years into just an index fund and let it compound. I just fail to understand it, but God bless them. People are going to do what they do, and to be honest, they're probably having more fun than me. But I will continue hailing from Air Park and riding my bike and looking over my shoulder when I get out of the car at night at 2 a.m. when I get home. It's fine. It's fine. Kind of keeps you aware. All right, we're signing out. Thanks for watching. It's Saturday in Lincoln. Second to last day of April. And Mom and I are out on our own. Going to get dinner. But it's just a lovely, lazy Saturday. Popcorn clouds. Weather's nice. It's just one of those sort of crisp, cool fall days, but the sun is still warm. It's just glorious out here. We're off to get dinner. Kids are getting Panda Express. I think we're going to get some sort of Mediterranean stuff. The restaurant is called the Sultan's Kite. I think I'm going to get the Euro. And Jenny's going for the falafel.
And lentil soup.
And lentil soup. Sounds delicious. So we'll see how it goes. Give it a whirl. We got a green arrow, so life is well for now. And the grass is green. Dandelions are in bloom. We're on South 10th. Maybe this is 9th. I can't ever remember. Coming up here to the old Taco Inn, the McDonald's area on Highway 2. Taco Inn is no more. It is now some sort of adult bookstore. But Subway still exists. There's Channel 8 and McDonald's, the old stomping grounds, O'Reilly's, all that stuff. They redid that McDonald's not too long ago. Coming down by the prison, right in front of the post office. I'll probably cut here so people don't think I'm videoing them in front of us, but pick it up again once we got a green light. Alright, we're back. Got a wild hair and we figured let's just drive down the official old neighborhood. So I would take a left here, Jenny.
Okay.
And that'll get us in. But there's the prison. Sometimes the inmates are out on recess duty. It's always exciting. My brother-in-law tells stories about doing baseball, and doing these like volunteer teams where they go and play the prisoners. And of course, all the prisoners are on their best behavior because they love, getting to play some outsiders coming in. I just thought that was fun trivia. In the backyard at Worthington when I was a kid, I could always hear the echo of the prison announcements. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but you could hear it in the backyard. So just good childhood memories, you know. Department of Roads. Here we are. And I would take a first right.
Okay.
So yeah, hitting the old neighborhood. And I don't even know if I'll add to this video, or maybe it'll be the beginning of this video. You'll get to see what we did yesterday, but no surgery for me, not for now. Today I woke up, and in fact the only time my shoulder hurts is in the middle of the night. Laying on my back, everything relaxes and it kind of pulls, so I have to get up and just kind of stand there and maybe put some ice on it and whatnot. But anyhow, making progress, that's all.
Is it this one or the next one?
Nope, just keep going straight.
Okay.
Alright guys, the old hood, the old apartments there by Randy's house is just down to the right. Stacy Dodds, Randy Sipp's neighborhood, he's right down there. Sorry Randy if you find this. Here we are, coming up to St. Mark's. And I apologize for the bumpiness. I think we have some sort of, Sunny Hill Road. St. Mark's is looking good. We'll go around the block so you can see, but here we are. Taking a left. We got Jenny Young's, and they put a big new garage out back. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if Dave is living there now or what, but Ron Caleric's, the trees are gone, antennas are still there. Here's Worthington. We've got a Tesla and a carport, kind of fun. Alright, we've got excavation going on here. There we are. We're looking good here. Alright, Pam Yant carport is now a hangout spot. Beatty Elementary School, the old stomping grounds. Here we are. It's crazy how fast time goes. But look at the day, it's just glorious out here.
You may drive back by with it on your side?
Nah,
Okay.
maybe next time. If anybody wants a different angle, let me know. But I would go right. We'll check. Road closed.
I think I gotta go left, yeah.
Fair enough. Beatty Elementary out the front. I don't know if you can see it well or not. Chuck, my good friend Chuck, used to live down there. We can go straight. But, I don't want to disturb anybody. So we'll pan to the right here. See what we're doing. There we are. Just nervous about videoing people. I just can't bring myself to do it. The YouTube people just don't care. I'll go left, and we'll go down and ouch. Okay, going by the Whitneys. I think they still live here. Mom and Dad do. I'm not sure. Yep, here it is. The minivan. We're coming up right here. Yep, they definitely are still there. God bless them. I ran into Eric once at the Highway Diner. I believe he's married. He was saved by a nice gal. Go left here. We're back to Stockwell. This will take us all the way back to 27th Street.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you. Anyways, just gonna let it roll. Okay, the back side of Beatty, everything looks pretty much the same. I'm pretty sure they are still there based on the big bad truck. Everything's looking good. I would bet they are tired. We'll go straight here, Jenny.
Yep.
All right. Get over there. All righty. And then we'll take a right here. And this will actually take us. All right. There we go. It's the old trip to Russ's with ground control to get barbecue sauce. Okay, so coming up to the Branham household. I don't think anybody watches my channel, so I don't think anybody will care. Good people. I think Jeff is. I think he was in charge of the bakery or something at Russ's or something. All right, doing good. Coming on down, and we'll stay with it until we get up to 27th Street. Russ's is gone, by the way. I think everybody knows that. It was a true value for a time, and now in fact Shopko is dead too. All of it's dead. I think they're putting some sort of, or maybe they want to put apartments there. We'll see. I think that it's still up in the air as to what the plan is. Oh wow. Serious. Very exciting. We just had the Bell ice cream truck when I was a kid.
That song sounded creepy.
Alright, so the bank is gone. To the left there you can see there was US Bank there when I was a kid. Wells Fargo is still standing, but you can see Shopko is done and dead. Russ's is gone. It's like very vacant over there. Bishop Heights shopping complex. Val's is gone. In fact, it looks completely vacant. There might be a restaurant still on the end. Looks like the dry cleaner.
And
yeah,
nail
Williams is
salon.
still there. Arby's is still standing strong and busy. There's a nail salon and whatnot. But no. It's just like I said, nuts how fast time goes and how quickly things change. Yeah, Lincoln is expanding, and yeah, there's so many places where I get lost. I don't even know where I'm at. All these new businesses and businesses that you once knew are now something else, and whatever. That's just change is the only constant. Here we go. All right, this guy has had enough. The truck, he is going to make some ground. The old bike trail, the Beale Slough. I don't know if you can see it. Spent a lot of time down in that drainage ditch as a kid, having a great time. Me and my good friend Matt. We got the Tierra Park to the left. We got the skate park. Again, lots of time as a kid spent out here. Very fun neighborhood and area to grow up in because yeah, plenty of trouble to get in. Luckily, we never got into. I can remember riding our bikes, Matt and I, in the Beale Slough on the ice, where the ice would be cracking underneath us, and to us it was funny, and you just had to hurry up, you know. But yeah, easily could have gotten into some serious trouble. But luckily we made it through, and yeah, what a great time it was. All right, coming up here to 27th and Old Cheney. You'll notice that there was a big bank or something here, or maybe it was an insurance company. But yeah, it's all been torn down here, and now we got like Dunkin' Donuts and whatnot. You can see it's totally different. The corner we got the CVS and just the little ubiquitous strip mall. There it is. But yeah, that was a big corporate campus, basically. Kind of a cool old building with the roof that kind of overhung everything. Yeah, anyways, gone, dead. And yeah, the fire station across the street is now a neurosurgery
Nebraska Ambulatory
Go.
Surgical Center.
Yep, we're disturbing the people now. All right. And yeah, the people in Lincoln, they don't tolerate it any further. We were at McDonald's a couple weeks back up near our place, and there's a kid behind us, and we had already ordered and we were waiting, for the people inside to say something, and yeah, he was revving his engine and screaming profanity out the window. It was insane. I thought I was going to get knifed right there on the spot.
We hadn't even finished ordering. The guy asked us to wait.
Yeah, the dude at the thing, can you wait a minute?
He took half our order and then,
Some crazy guy, probably on meth, freaking out. I won't repeat him, but there was no competing or repeating. Never mind. Alright, and this down here kind of gets boring, but the only thing to note is that Lincoln is packed with houses from South Point all the way down to Saltillo Road now. And in fact, that Saltillo is basically that new Highway 2 is what it essentially is. I think, I can't remember where it's positioned to the old pumpkin patch, but yeah, that new Highway 2 we drove yesterday, which you guys saw at the beginning of this video. But there's South Point, very much unchanged, is what it is. There are a lot of people that live out here and want to live out here. I can't do it. It's always jam-packed out here. And we got Chick-fil-A to the left. That took us a while. It's an education, when you get a famous restaurant, because everybody loves it, and you try it the first time and you say, I don't get it. But, you got to get the sauce. You got to get the right sauce. You got to get the right sandwich. But eventually you come to understand, okay, this is good stuff. This is good food. And so every now and then we'll get that, but it's a guaranteed gut bomb, and it hurts. There's the old South Shopco. I don't know if you can see it. This was a new Shopco when I was a kid. Now some sort of home store. But yeah, Shopco, extinct and done. Scott Middle School. As long as this isn't a long red light, we'll probably just let it keep rolling, because I want to show you guys the Costco, and I can guarantee it's going to be absolutely packed. That's why I'm the contrarian, is what I'm trying to say. Everybody goes for Costco, can't get enough, so I go for Sam's. Everybody goes for South Point, I go for Air Park. That's just how it goes. For better or worse, probably for worse. Okay, here's Costco out the window. You can see it, and we'll try to get a sense. And next time I go to Sam's, I'll show you the parking lot when I pull in. It's usually pretty manageable. In fact, there are people living in their cars, that I see week to week. That's my people. But here's Costco, and yeah, usually just absolutely overdone, packed. And I stand corrected. It's actually not as horrific as I would have imagined for a Saturday evening. Yeah. I don't know, maybe they go Tuesday night. I don't really know. But this was all just empty fields, as of 5 years ago. Kids are getting Panda Express, so we'll throttle it back here just a second. But we got people honking.
There's stop signs. They're not honking at me.
Maybe they, like I said, I'm worried. Just don't want to get knifed. That's my goal. One of my goals of life, not to get knifed. Alright, here we go. We'll probably pick it up after this. This is probably the most boring content you people have ever seen, and I apologize, but it's the best I can do. Be back. Alright guys, back yet again. We got some stinky Panda. It did not smell like a Panda in Panda Express tonight. My good friend Richard, with whom I went to college, coined that phrase. We used to get the orange chicken at the Stinky Panda, which was not Panda Express, up in Chanhassen, Minnesota. They also didn't do crab rangoon up there. Richard, if you watch this, I'm sure you'll recall. That was you. We walked in and you said it smells like a panda in here, so from that day we just called it the Stinky Panda. It didn't bother us too much, but good old days. Alright, we'll pull across the street. Here, we'll look at the Cattle Bank and Trust while we're at it here. There it is. Pan. We'll do some panning so as not to... Panda Jenny, what do you have to say?
I don't have anything to say.
say.
She has nothing to say.
I'm not good with content.
Right?
There's Southwest High School.
Nice. Southwest High School across the street.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeling good. And, yeah. All the rich kids go to the Southwest now.
Sultan's Kite's somewhere over here, right?
Yep.
Just looking for it.
The
I think I
Sultan's
spotted it.
Kite.
Yep, I spotted
There
it.
she is. That's where we're going. Mediterranean. We'll see. I'm going to get the gyro. The gyro. Okay. And we're putting everything on credit cards nowadays. Not just to buy on credit, but and I never participated in that game up to this point of life. It's funny, when you can get credit cards, it's only when you don't need them, which I understand. However, yeah, the perks are nuts. Put everything on the old Amazon Prime card. I just got a card at Shields the other day. We're in the checkout. I had to get some slip-on shoes since I'm disabled now. And they said, do you want to get the Shields card? You get $75 off. And I said, yeah, I think I do need a Shields card. And sure enough, I got a Shields card. And I said, hold on a minute. Because I got the mid-grade shoes because I'm cheap. We've been over this. And I said, wait a minute. I went and got the half-decent shoes. I don't know if you can see them. And again, these are not great shoes, but it's Shields, so they're expensive. But yeah, the old slip-on factor. And got the 75 off. Perfect. Anyhow, that's how we're rolling these days. And oh yeah, the savings account actually pays interest. It's incredible. So we just let that sit in there. Basically put everything on the credit card, and of course pay it all off. But yeah, let the money sit and collect interest all month, and then because yeah, the credit card, as long as you're not being dumb, you're not going to pay interest on that. I mean, they're hoping and praying that we will have some sort of catastrophe and need to make payments from now on. But again, just playing the game. I'm new to it, figuring it out. I think Dave Ramsey would not agree. He would not agree, but gosh, on our Amazon, we're just putting groceries and stuff on it. It's nuts. I bet we've got, and in fact, when we started that Amazon card, I think they gave us like a $250 gift card. So anyways, okay, we got the Sultan's Kite here. The $250 gift card, and at least $200 to $300 back, just again by using that to buy our groceries and everyday expenses. So trivia for you kids out there. Most of the people I talk to, that's what they've been doing forever. And so I'm always late to the game, which is fine. All right. There we go. This is super boring, and I apologize, so I'll probably stop it here. Okay, we survived the Mediterranean thing. Cutting through the parking lot of Southwest High School. Very nice. And again, put the dinner on the new Shields card, I should say. There it is. Oh, and instead of these sick new shoes I got this here fanny pack, which is kind of girly, but it was the cheapest one they had. And yeah, if you use the Shields card, you know, after the initial transaction, they give you 15 bucks worth of Shields points. Everything at Shields is expensive, but again, just playing the game. I don't know how much I'll actually use this thing, but we'll take 15 bucks, you know, any day. It's fine. That's all. So here we are, North 14th Street, cutting in. And we'll keep this brief, because I doubt anyone is having a great time still. If you are, sorry. Got Lincoln Memorial off to the right. God bless them. Up north here, we got the library. That's a nice library here to the left. They've also got a YMCA tucked back in there. But yeah, a lot of good selections and variety. The libraries closer to our house are usually kind of scary. Last time I was there, it was horrific. It was not good. But we survived. The girls and I stopped in. They got what they were looking for. And yeah, just a lot of screaming, crazy children, crazy parents. You know, sort of a daycare center vibe. But we got in, we got out. And I should probably check when those books are due back. We got to be getting close. All right. Here we are. And then up here to the left is sort of the more old school neighborhoods. I think Reverend Ray is still tucked in down here somewhere. God bless him. And then we're coming up to Old Cheney again. So this 14th and Old Cheney area, they've been talking for years about putting in a giant roundabout up here. And to be honest, I don't mind the roundabouts. Everybody hates them, but I kind of like it. You just go and there's a spot. I think it's efficient. I've had some bad encounters, but by and large, really not too bad. We got this, I think it's called Fiserv, some computer place. That's what that is on the left. There we are. I know a couple people who work there, but yeah, the tech industry is kind of frightening because, yeah, you can get a good paying job, and everybody I know who works in computer programming or web design or any of it, they jump around a lot. Job-wise, have to move to Omaha, back to Lincoln, whatever. So not ideal. I do like the computer programming. My boss, God bless her, at work, gave me access to SQL. So I've been learning Microsoft SQL for the last 6 months, building all sorts of crazy programs. So that's been fun. Anyways, Christ Place Church, still there. I think it's gotten bigger. And so we're on Old Cheney now, cutting back toward Highway 77, and that's our route to get home. Just a quick zip up 77, probably 10 minutes, and we're back to Air Park. But yeah, lots of development. Lincoln is expanding south, mainly south, a little bit west, not so much north, just the periphery. Alright, we got Wilderness, I think it's Wilderness Park off to the right. Good hiking trails, but guaranteed ticks every time you go. You have some fun bike trails I went and did, but you're going to get covered in mud. It's messy, it's fun, and again, pulling ticks off yourself when you're done. It was worth doing it once. Cut her off there. Thanks for watching.